The stage is yours. We're live.
Let's get it. Are we live? What's going on, guys? Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the chat box here so I can see what they're saying. What's going on, guys? Can you guys see my chat box? Is that in the way of the masterclass slide deck? I hope that's not in the way. Put the comments on real quick, Stefan. Guys, everybody. I'm Nick. Those of you that don't know me, we have Andre Dowdell here. He's gonna be presenting on the masterclass as well. And then we have Stefan that's helping us host this masterclass tonight. He'll be in the background helping us operate the masterclass. So I'm super excited to teach you guys today and point to you guys. We got about 23 people in here. It should start filling up here as we go. We're gonna wait a couple minutes. We're gonna wait a couple minutes to give everybody some time to join. A lot of people recently got off work not too long ago. So we're gonna wait a couple minutes. We'll probably give it about 5 minutes before we dive into things. Andre, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody as well? Because I'm gonna be doing a lot of the talking here today.
Meaning goals has denied. Okay. Yeah, so my name's Andre Dowdell. Me and Nick are business partners. Our service-based business was featured behind my face, which we'll go into a little bit later. So when you see the articles on Forbes, USA Today, all that stuff is going to have my smiling face on there. But yeah, me and Nick partnered up a few years ago, started our business together, scaled it up from literally ground zero, Nick sleeping on my couch to, doing 500K in a single month. So super blessed, super grateful, super excited to pour back into you all. Thank you guys for taking the time to join us on this Thursday evening, and hopefully you guys get a lot out of this. We typically start off just asking people where they're from. Nick probably forgot to do that today, but if everybody could drop where you're from, we'd love to, just see where everybody's tuning in from.
Absolutely. Yeah, everybody drop what city you guys are from. We got Tampa, we got New Jersey, we got Columbus, Ohio. Shout out Tampa. I used to live in Tampa. I lived downtown Tampa for a little while. Got Portland, we got Detroit, we got Seattle, Toledo. For those of you that don't know, I played football back in college. I had an offer from Toledo. Houston, shout out Houston, Michigan. We got Philadelphia in the house. We got
I, I,
Miami. That's
I saw Trey Diggs up in here. We got Trayvon Diggs from the Cowboys in here. It's like, nah.
I see Trey Diggs. We got Brittany. What's going on, Brittany? From Dallas, Texas, Virginia. Awesome, awesome, guys. We'll start about in like 2 minutes. We'll give people a little bit more time to join in, and we're gonna have a couple more people join in as we're running the webinar. So excited about that. Today, you guys will be learning exactly how to access funding, 50 to $100,000, 0% interest funding. And I'm going to be teaching you guys the same exact business model that literally can make you an extra 10 to $20,000 a month online. The funding business, I've made over $500,000 in a month online at 23 years old with the same exact business. Obviously, I did that at scale. It wasn't just $500,000 my first month, but my first month definitely cracked over 20,000. I'm going to show you guys the same exact blueprint that I used to be able to do that. And Andre was actually my first client. I'm going to go into the story here in a second, just so you guys can get familiarized with me as well. And then we'll jump into the sauce here right after that. We'll give it about 2 more minutes. We got a lot of different places here tonight. So definitely very excited to get things going. 1 second. Is the chat bot in the way, or can you see my slide deck, Andre?
Yeah, we're good to go. We're
Is
good
the,
to
the chat bot
go. If you're
the chat
excited,
bot
could we drop some ones in the comments? If we're excited, let's get some ones up in here.
100%? Get it, guys. We got a lot of ones in the chat. Awesome. Stefan, should we jump in? Jump to it?
Let's go. These
Let's
people
get
came.
it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, cool. Guys, the Bankers Academy. All right. As I just said, inside of this masterclass, you're going to learn how to access 50 to $100,000 at 0% interest. And then exactly with that knowledge, you're going to learn how to build your own funding business that can generate you an extra 10 to $20,000 a month online. So we can go ahead and create financial freedom. Okay. Excited. Now, before we start, okay, I'm going to be super transparent, straightforward, everybody. After this masterclass, you guys are going to have two options. I'm going to teach you guys more than enough information here today where you guys can take this information and go ahead and run with it on your own. But I'm also going to give every single person an opportunity here at the end of the training to work directly with my team and I. So you guys are going to have both options. My job here today is to deliver, give you guys more than enough information so you guys can take it, run with it. And also you guys will have the opportunity to be able to work with my team and I if you guys decide to do so. Okay. Does that sound good? Everybody drop sounds good in the chat or a yes in the chat if that sounds good. Everybody drop a yes in the chat if that sounds good, please. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. Cool. And we got a couple more people joining us here today. All right, cool. We got a lot of yeses. Awesome. All right, guys. Let me move this out of my screen. Guys, the quiet gold rush is happening right now. This is exactly what Bitcoin looked like in 2015 and what Shopify and Amazon looked like in 2018. The few who moved early built empires while everybody else watched, but you're early again, not for long. So we got to move fast, okay? Guys, today's agenda. In our small amount of time together, my goal is to make a big impact in the following ways: confidence where there was once uncertainty, clarity where there was once confusion, and to unlock within you the true potential you have to make your dent in the universe. All right? Yet, if nothing else, I'm here to make you money. Lots of it. That's my goal here today. Here's my promise to you today. You'll know how to unlock $50,000 to $100,000, 0% interest business capital with no tax returns, no bank statements, no pay stubs. You'll see how to flip that knowledge into your own funding company and start making an extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month online. You'll learn how to land your first 5 paying clients with your funding business within 30 days without spending a single dollar on ads. The same exact system is what you're going to learn as well that I used to scale to $500,000 a month at 23 years old with my credit and funding business. And also, guys, since you guys are deciding to join me here today, for those of you that stay until the end, I'm going to be giving away a free 100K playbook to every single person that stays until the end. There's multiple different ways to pay people. Some people pay people with time. Some people pay people with money. You guys decided to pay me with your time today. So it is my job to pour into you guys, train you guys, teach you guys, and also give you guys something at the end for every single person that decides to attend here today. All right. What I need from you, I need implementation, guys. Nothing pains me more than giving you a solution, yet running into you years later, still clinging hopelessly to your problems. And also, very, very important, knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is. Guys, this is a pretty long presentation, so I might talk a little bit fast. We're going to have a Q&A at the end, so I'm going to be answering everybody's questions, all right? Remember that throughout the webinar, throughout the masterclass. Knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is. So all the information that we learn here today, let's make sure we go ahead and apply it, okay? Do we have a deal? Guys, I want you guys to comment inside of the webinar chat if we have a deal. I want everybody to comment yes if we have a deal. Implementation, okay? We got to implement today, and we have to apply the knowledge that we learn. That is very important. You can go learn the information, but if you're not going to take action on it, we're sitting here wasting our times. We're not here to waste anybody's time. We are going to take action today. We got a lot of deals in the chat. Awesome. Nice. Okay. Let's move on. Guys, if you want to get to the next level, you must walk by faith and not by sight. Corinthians for we walk by faith and not by sight. Okay. First, who am I? 3 years ago, I was sleeping in my car, Ubering 12 to 14 hours a day. Dropped out of a Division I college, deleted my social media, taught myself how to get access to over $100,000, 0% interest capital, zero financial documentation because I was doing Uber at the time. Later on, I scaled up a funding company to over $500,000 a month, retired my mom, etc. At 23 years old, I bought a Maybach, a Urus, a huge house, some of the materialistic accomplishments. That's not the biggest deal in the world. Made multiple 7 figures online, and most importantly, helped over 2,000 people get funded and start and scale their funding businesses. Okay, very important. That's what I take pride in. I enjoy the joy that people, just seeing the joy that people receive on their face when they get funded or when they scale up their business. That's what I take pride in. I'm super happy to pour into people. All right. Before the business success, I was a Division I athlete. I played football at the University of South Florida, and played football at the University of South Florida. When I dropped out of college, I had nothing to fall back on. No degree, no money, no plan B, just an Uber account and a burning desire to win. Okay. So I started Ubering 12 to 14 hours a day to pay bills. And during those days, I learned the one skill that changed my life forever. And that is the skill that you guys are going to be learning here today. This is a cool picture of me. For those of you that know who that is, I think is the Colts quarterback right now. That is me. I used to play Division One. I used to play defensive tackle, so that's pretty cool right there. Now, guys, I'm no different from you. I don't want you guys to look at me as some guru that came into the world rich or anything like that. I'm very relatable. I've been where a lot of you guys are at here today. I've been at the rock bottom, literally applied for jobs everywhere when I first dropped out. Chick-fil-A denied me. I even applied at a hotel job. They denied me. So the only thing I had left was an Uber account. I borrowed my mom's car, started Ubering. This is me Ubering for literally 12 and a half hours. Just was Ubering to survive, pay bills, survive. I was living with my mom at the time, paying her bills as well, single family home. And yeah, that was my journey of where I started before I got into business. All right. Guys, first thing I did, all right, as I was Ubering, I saved up money and I betted on myself. So I betted my last dollar on myself. For those of you that don't know, this is Dominique Bennett. She's pretty big in the credit space, over 144,000 followers. I paid for my first ever mentorship with Dominique Bennett. Instead of giving up, I saved up from those Uber shifts and bought a credit and funding course from a funding expert named Dominique Bennett. I told myself I'd master it, then build my own company. 2 years later, I made multiple seven figures online with what I learned. And remember, guys, information changes situations. Okay, sometimes, a lot of the times, the gap between somebody that's winning in life and somebody that's still trying to figure it out is an information gap. Some people have an implementation gap, but for the most part, it is an information gap. Okay. I later went on to invest tens of thousands of dollars into mentorship over the next few years. So everything I will be teaching you guys here today has cost me a lot of money. So make sure that you pay close attention. I don't want you guys to miss anything. So take out a pen and a piece of paper and get ready to learn here today. All right. Guys, I became my own first success story. Right. This is literally me with a 558 credit score. I started with a 558 and an Uber account. All right. That is my testimonial in Dominique Bennett's group. I was 21 years old at the time. Okay. In just a few months, you can see the dates right there. That was March 2023. And in December 2023, I went from a 558 credit score to an 803 at 21 years old. In just a few months, I built relationships with 10 plus banks, got access to over $100,000, 0% interest funding, and then started my own funding business that later made me multiple seven figures online at 23 years old. Okay. So this is me in just a couple of months. All right. I unlocked over $100,000, 0% interest funding, no tax returns, no pay stubs. I use strategic credit stacking to access over 100,000 at 0% interest. This is a video that's on my social media page. It's currently archived, but I pretty much credit stacked all the way up to over $100,000 in funding. All right, guess what I did? The first thing that I did when I got access to the money, I reinvested back into a mentor because the information that I learned when I first started was the thing that took me to the next level. Okay, reinvested back into a mentor. This is Lamont. For those of you that don't know, he's pretty big in the credit space as well. So Dominique Bennett taught me how to fix and build my credit and get access to funding, and Lamont taught me how to start my own funding business. All right, once I had some money coming in, I paid Lamont $5,000 with one of the credit cards that I was able to get funded with. I paid him for a mentorship. He taught me how to start my own funding business that later made me millions by 23 years old. That single decision changed my life forever. Every level I've hit since traces back to me betting on myself. Okay, that's very important. Then guess what? Started a funding business. It started to do good. What's the first thing that I did? I reinvested back into a mentorship again. For those of you that don't know, that's him 500. He's probably one of the biggest players in the credit and the funding space. I paid him over $10,000. Those are two screenshots of me paying him. I paid him with a Zelle and his merchant account as well. Reinvested back into a mentorship. I plan on doing this again for somebody named Dan Martell. His mentorship is $50,000. I'm actually probably going to pay him sometime this week. And because information and execution is what got me here, so I'm going to continuously invest back into information and take the information and execute on it. Guys, this is Marcus Barney. Like I said, him 500, over $10,000 I invested with him not too long ago. Okay, and that information took me to the next level again. All right, I built the business without my face and without my own social media page. My first client actually was Andre, which is a very funny story. This is a screenshot of me fixing Andre's credit at the time. My first client was Andre, who later turned into my business partner. I fixed his credit and helped him access $75,000 in funding. Then we built our funding business together and ran everything with his face on it and his social media presence because I deleted social media when I first dropped out of college. Andre, do you want to say anything about this?
Yeah, my credit wasn't terrible. My parents just took out a couple things in my name when I was in college, the paper books or something like that. So I had a collection. Nick knocked it out. I was a little skeptical at first, just like anybody else might have been. I was like, is this real? Can you really do that, etc. But he assured me that it'd be good, and I was able to remove those collections, and my credit score jumped like crazy. So, you know, at first I was like, no way, this credit thing's real, but yeah, I was definitely the first client, so it's lit.
So this is another, Andre, I'll let you speak on this, guys. This is all public information. Our company ended up getting featured on Forbes. Andre, like I said, we ran the whole business with Andre's face on it. Andre has a whole Google panel on him now. We also got featured on USA Today, Entrepreneur, International Business Times, and many more other publications. Forbes covered our company, quoting Andre with helping US businesses raise over $50 million, guys. So that's very cool. Andre, you want to go ahead and talk about this? How did this feel when we got to this stage?
Yeah, I mean, it felt amazing, I mean, this all started with, Nick literally sleeping on my couch and us just having an idea of making this happen. And then to be on Forbes, USA Today, and the later slides, you guys will see us on a Times Square billboard. All of it happened so fast. And I mean, just super grateful, but just like Nick was saying, we didn't come from like a lot of money or a big background. So, starting from where we started, to be able to be seen on Forbes, it was like a huge, crazy accomplishment. So, I mean, just super blessed, super grateful, but just goes to show that anybody could do it as you not just get the knowledge, but apply it like Nick mentioned earlier in the presentation. So, I mean, yeah, if we could do it, anybody could do it.
Absolutely. And guys, like I said, like we're not smarter than you guys. We're not better than you guys. We don't come with a different advantage than you guys by any means. Like this is just an information gap, and that's what we want to make sure we pour into you guys today and fill that piece of information that you guys are missing. So that's what this is all about and pouring into you guys. Okay. By no means are we better or smarter or anything like that. So I don't want you guys to look at us as somebody who's any different than you guys. We did a really good job of keeping our just being super authentic throughout the whole entire process and being very relatable by the same exact person of who we were a couple years ago. So that's something that we take a lot of pride in. Okay. Like I said, like Andre said, we later got featured on a Times Square billboard, which is really cool because we're both from New York City. So that was a really cool accomplishment as well.
I'm
That's
from
literally what
upstate, boy.
Times Square.
I'm from Syracuse.
Well, there you go. He's from upstate, but Times Square right there. So that was really cool. All right. This is somebody. So this is the owner of My Free Score Now. It's a credit monitoring company. He's actually going to be sponsoring us here at one of our events in the near future. He's sold multiple different companies, so we started to get invited to private events because we started building our business so big. We started to get noticed, and a lot of other people started to invite us to their private events, which was really cool. Okay, guys, today our business runs without us. My team funds clients deals every single day. Approvals roll in into our operations chat on autopilot. I built the system. Now the system does literally the work. I no longer sacrifice my time for money, and I ran into financial freedom at just 23 years old. Okay, this is our group chat. This is our funding advisor funding the clients. This was a huge day for us. We have a lot of these days, but this was just that day when I was building this presentation for you guys. This was just a recent screenshot that I did. I think we did over, this was just some of the payments that came in. We did over like 35,000 that day, which was really, really cool. As you guys can see, 6 minutes ago, 5,000 collected, 50 minutes ago, 5,000, 56 minutes ago, 5,000. This was like the night before or the day before, 5,000, but there was a couple other payments that day. So that's a really cool accomplishment. Guys, this was our first $200,000 month. This month we finished off at over $450,000 generated. Uh, Literally, look, I think this was halfway through the month. So this was about the 15th of the month. I took a screenshot. We were over 200,000, which was the most we've made within the first 15 days of the month. And then we finished off that month at over $450,000 generated, which was really, really cool. Okay. Guys, we spend over six figures a month now. This is not where you start. I just want to show you guys what's possible. Okay, this is literally from sleeping in a car. I was sleeping in a car while Ubering to running a real operation, and this is the one skill that unlocked and changed my life forever. Okay, I built this over time. You guys don't start here. Okay, let's focus on 10 to 20K months, and then let's grow from there. But the month that we did $500,000 in a month, we spent around $100,000 in marketing and business expenses, but we had a huge return on that. We 4x'd our money that month, and then this was a total of last year. We spent over $500,000 on our business last year, and we generated close to about 3 million last year. So that was really cool. Okay. One of my coolest accomplishments, guys, this is my why. I was able to retire my mom. This is when I played at the University of South Florida. This information changed my life forever. I practice everything I preach, guys. My biggest accomplishment in my life wasn't the materialistic items, but it was being able to serve our amazing clients and to retire my beautiful mother, which is my why and why I started. Now, my mission is to pour back into you guys and help you do the same exact thing for your family. Okay. This skill literally let me see the world so young, which is really, really cool, while literally still getting paid. So this is me in Cabos. That is me in Tokyo. That is also me in London. And that is me in Cabos as well. A couple other places that I went, just didn't post it. I just thought these were my favorite ones that I went to just all last year alone. Tokyo, for those of you that haven't been to Universal in Tokyo, I definitely suggest you guys going. One of the coolest experiences of my life. And Andre actually proposed to his wife now back in Tokyo. So that was really cool to see. But this day I was in London. I made $10,000 this day just from having an online business. And like I said, that's what you guys are going to be learning here today. Okay. This skill literally changed my life forever at 23 years old. Like I said, bought a Maybach, bought a Lambo, bought a house, retired my mom, traveled the world, built amazing friendships by 23 years old. But guys, I don't show you this to flex or anything like that. I show you this because 3 years ago, I was sleeping in the car, Ubering 12 to 14 hours a day after dropping out of college. And today I learned how to become financially free. And the only thing that changed was the skill that you're about to learn here today. All right. Now celebrities and pro athletes literally come and learn from me. For those of you that don't know, this is Alexis Scott, over 5.2 million followers on Instagram. I think this is Fetty Wap's like ex-wife or something like that. This is Fidel Diggs, NFL linebacker, plays for the New Orleans Saints. DM me. This is our DM thread as well. Alexis wanted to learn how to get funding for our LLC, and Fidel wanted to learn how to start making money online. And as so many other people have DM me, this was just the two most recent ones that I screenshotted back when I was making this slide deck. Guys, Art Lana, for those of you that don't know Art Lana, he's one of the probably the biggest painters in Miami. He's from Atlanta though, but he lives in Miami now. This is we actually fixed his credit and also helped him build his credit as well and get access to funding. This is Andre at his house. He gave Andre a painting in return for us helping him. He literally gave, I think, he gave Trump like a poster or something like that. Also, he gave Drake a poster. He gave a lot of other people posters. So that's pretty cool. Client wins, guys. This is our client, Greg. He's on track to do over $200,000 with his business. We helped him get access to over $150,000, 0% interest. So that was a really cool experience for us and helping him change his life. Another client of ours got approved for over $118,000 for his barbershop. Regular guy, met him at the gym, asked me what I did, told him what I did, helped him get access to funding, got paid a big payout on this. So that's really cool. We made $18,000 off of this client. Okay. Other clients, we had another client open up a restaurant in New Jersey. Another client started a trucking business, got access to over 150,000. This was not that long ago. Really cool. Shout out to all my truckers that are in here. Okay. More client wins, guys. We can show you guys this for days, but just wanted to include a couple of them so you guys can see how we are able to serve our clients in terms of them getting funding, and the information that you guys are going to learn here today. You guys will be able to do the same for other people and yourself as well, if you like. Okay. Guys, faith and fear both ask you to believe in something that you can't see. The one you choose writes your future. Okay, so those clients that I just showed you guys chose faith and they were ready to change their life and their financial future. I want to see you guys comment yes in the chat if you're ready to choose faith today. So I want to see a lot of yeses in the chat if you guys are ready for me to continue. I want to see a lot of yeses in the chat if you are ready to choose faith today. Okay, a lot of yeses. I want to see some more yeses, more yeses, more yeses if you're ready to choose faith today. Okay. Awesome. We got a lot of yeses. Shout out to everybody that's commenting yes. We're going to choose faith today over fear. All right. Awesome. Guys, true or false? People who make more money than you are smarter than you. Rhetorical question. That is false. In fact, intelligence is one of the least important factors in generating wealth, but winners do take massive action. Okay. Action takers are money makers. I had a 2.0 GPA in high school, but still became a millionaire at 23 years old because I move fast. All right. Action takers are money makers, guys. We must take action. Sometimes too many people overthink the process. They wait too long and the opportunity passes by. The opportunity slips by. We got to take action and we have to move fast. Okay. You know who gets rich first? Not the smartest people, the earliest and the fastest person. Okay. That's who gets rich first. I've seen extremely average people get rich by being early, and extremely smart people stay broke by being late. All right. Examples of average people getting rich because of timing. Guys, Bitcoin in 2015, people that got into Bitcoin in 2015 have became filthy rich. Shopify dropshipping in 2018, TikTok in 2020. TikTok Shop is still a huge thing. People are making a lot of money on TikTok. Amazon Wave. A lot of people were selling products on Amazon, made a lot of money. A lot of wealth was generated through people that got in on time. Are these people the smartest people in the world? No, but they seen the opportunity. They moved fast. They took advantage of it, and they made a lot of money doing it. All right. It's not that hard to invest into Bitcoin, guys. You guys download an app and press a couple buttons. Those people that downloaded the app, pressed a couple buttons because of the timing, made a lot of money and got rich. Didn't take the smartest person in the world to do that. Okay. True or false? The reason you haven't hit $10,000 to $20,000 a month online yet is because you are missing something: more time, more money, more intelligence, or more experience. And until you fix that, no opportunity will work for you. That is false, guys. Okay. If this was true, nobody with a 9 to 5, kids, debt, or a late start would ever win. Let's be real for a second. You've tried stuff. You watched YouTube, bought courses, maybe even joined a program. Guys, you're not dumb. You're not lazy. It's none of that. Okay. I know you probably tried a bunch of things. Maybe it didn't work in the past. It's not because you're dumb. It's not because you're lazy. You weren't missing intelligence. You were missing motivation. Okay. You weren't missing intelligence. You weren't missing motivation. You were missing the following: the right vehicle at the right time with the right system. And if you're here, I already know the excuse that you're probably running through your head. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I've tried things before and they didn't work. I'm probably too late again. By the end of this training, I'm going to show you why none of those constraints matter nearly as much as you think. When you put yourself in the right vehicle at the right time with the right system and learn to work hard on the right things, everything will change. Okay. True or false? AI will be replacing 500 million jobs in the next few years. That is false, guys. Over 800 million global workers will lose their job by 2030. Most people will have to become business owners because they will lose their job. So guess what they're going to have to do? Become business owners. It will be a lot harder to get jobs now that AI is coming into play. But what does this mean for us? I see that as an opportunity for us to make a lot of money, considering that so many more business owners will be created because they're going to be forced to start a business. It's going to be a lot harder to get a job. But guys, before we dive in, okay, quick question. Why does a funding business work so well? Because now, since people are going to have to become business owners, guess what? If you have a funding business, those business owners need startup capital. Guess what that does for us? That creates opportunity for us to help them get access to funding. And then we take a percentage on the back end and we make a lot of money from a lot of people. And that is what I'm going to teach you here today. All right, quick question. Why does the funding business work so well? This is the answer. You are selling money and everybody wants money. That is why this business works so well. Okay. Very easy to find clients. Who doesn't want money? You're not selling knee braces, guys. We're selling money. Okay. Huge margins. One client can literally pay you $5,000 to $25,000. You can downsell them credit repair to prep clients who aren't qualified for funding yet. Guys, another cool part, the funding is 0% interest for 12 to 18 months. Who doesn't want 0% interest money? So that makes it even easier to sell. Guys, it's $0 to start the business. It's no overhead. The risk sits with the lender, not you. 5 million new businesses open in the US every single year. And guess what they need? Money. All right. More businesses will now be opening every single year. So we are early. So we got to take full advantage of that. Okay. Let's clear the air though for a second. I want to make sure we're all on the same page. All right. This is not a get money fast loan scheme. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not something that you need perfect credit for. This is not a theory of somebody that just learned a bunch of information on YouTube and decided to present it to you guys here today. All right. This is coming from somebody who has done everything that they're teaching. And the best coaches are people who have been in the exact position that you're in here, that you're in today, and that have made something out of that. Okay. Those are the best coaches. Guys, this is a real 0% interest capital from real banks, a skill that you keep for life that will make you a lot of money, a business that you can run solo from every single place across the globe, a system that can fix your credit and your clients' credits. This is the exact playbook that I used to make multiple 7 figures online at 23 years old. All right. Guys, the fastest path to $10,000 to $20,000 a month isn't starting a business with your money. It's starting a funding business with the bank's money. We don't just teach you how to access the money. We teach you how to sell the money. And that's where money is created. Okay. A lot of people are going to tell you, okay, this is how you get a loan. This is how you get a, guys, the money is created when you sell the money. That is when the business starts. Okay. Not just getting access to the money. A year from now, your life can change forever. The only question is whether you put the work in that is required to win. The decision is yours. You must take massive action and move towards success. All right. I got rich off the skills that I learned and the mindset that I developed, not by the money that I earned. Guys, let me say that one more time for the people that didn't hear me. All right. I got rich off the skills that I learned and the mindset that I developed, not by the money that I earned. All right. Very deep right there. Guys, type yes in the chat. Only if I have your commitment that you will take massive action today. Guys, I want to see a lot of yeses in the chat because I'm going to be going over a lot of really good information. So type yes in the chat. Only if I have your commitment that you will take massive action today. We're not going to just sit here and learn and not take any action. We will take massive action on all the information that we will learn here today. All right? Massive action is the name of the day. Awesome. I want to see some more yeses. We got a lot of yeses. I want to see some more yeses in the chat. Cool. All right? Quick question. All right? If you truly made this a priority and decided to give your all into building your funding business to generate you a minimum of $10,000 to $20,000 a month online minimum, I made over 500,000. If you generate you a minimum of $10,000 to $20,000 a month online, will this improve the financial side of your life tremendously? What do you think? Okay. Will it? Will it not? Tougher question. Do you think you and your family deserve for you to step up to the plate and not accept failure as an option? Every moment that you deny it to your family is a moment that you actively participate in their despair. All right. The 3 secrets that you'll learn here today: how to start a funding business that will generate you a minimum of $10,000 to $20,000 a month online, how to get your first 5 clients in 30 days without ads or an audience, and secret number 3, the system that I used to grow to $500,000 a month. All right. Are you ready to learn life-changing information today, guys? One more time, I want to see yeses in the chat. Are you ready to learn life-changing information here today? A lot of yeses in the chat, guys. Before I continue, I want to see a lot of yeses in the chat. If you're ready to learn life-changing information, let's create some financial freedom. Let's create generational wealth. Let's learn how to make a lot of money online. All right, got a lot of yeses. Awesome. Awesome, let's get it. Gifts you'll be getting at the end. All right, I'm giving away a free 100K playbook at the end to every single person that's going to be staying here until the end of the training. Like I said, there's multiple ways that you can pay people. Some people pay people with time. Some people pay people with money. You guys decided to pay me with your time here today. So the least that I can do is make sure everybody leaves here with something. All right. So I'm excited to pour into you guys, and we're going to jump right in a second. All right, you also get a live Q&A at the end. So those of you that stay at the end, you guys can ask us any questions that you guys have about the business model, any questions that you guys have about anything that you learned here today. So I'm excited to answer everybody's questions and make things a little more personal at the end. All right, you also get a recording of this amazing training that's going to get sent to you. Now let's dive into the sauce. All right, this is why the next 60 minutes is more important than anything else in your life right now, okay? People out there may teach you how to access money, but almost nobody teaches you how to sell the money. The skill I will be teaching you today is the exact skill thousands of people will pay you for and help you make a lot of money online. All right. This is what makes the Funding Company a business built in demand and almost no competition. But right now, we have to move fast. Okay. I'm going to show you guys exactly what makes the Funding Company a business that's built in demand. And there's almost no competition out there at this very moment. But we got to move fast. All right. Why a funding company is easier than every other business model. You don't need no ads or marketing spent to start the business, no startup costs, no China manufacturing like drop shipping. Very easy to get clients who doesn't want money. Like I said, guys, we're not selling knee braces. The risk is all on the lender. There's no risk on you. And the margins are extremely, extremely huge. Okay. Guys, you weren't the problem. Your timing was. You were late to Shopify. You were late to Amazon FBA. You were late to TikTok Shop. You were late to private label. But the Funding Company is the first time that you're actually very, very early. But we got to move fast. Guys, these are our clients that we help start their own funding businesses, and they are winning today. All right. Client right here. This client is now making over $70,000 a month within 120 days of working with me and my team. This is a real client, first ever business after finishing college. Actually, one of my old college teammates. He's on pace to make over $1 million this year, and he's only 24 years old. So that's very cool and inspiring to see. All right. Another client. This client literally had a job. Literally still kept his job as a side hustle. I get it. People have responsibilities. Not everybody's just going to quit their job to dive into a business without having any proof of concept yet. So he decided to keep his job. He made over $15,000 his first month while still working his 9 to 5, implementing these strategies. He spent $0 on marketing. Okay. Started his funding business as a side hustle, kept his day job, $15,000 his first month. And this is the funding company flip in real life. So now, guess what? If he stacks these months, he's probably not going to be working a job for far too long. Okay. Guys, I want to be 100% transparent with you. All right. This is a highly automated business, but you cannot be lazy. You have to follow instructions. And if you do this, you will make a lot of money. All right. This can work fast, but this is not a get rich quick scheme. So I don't want anybody to confuse this with a get rich quick scheme. This isn't something like snap your fingers, we get rich tomorrow. We got to put the work in. Okay. Anything that takes time to build is going to last. All right. We don't want to just rush through anything. Guys, let's imagine, all right, there's people out there that literally pay me over $15,000 for consulting. Okay, this is a lady named Dawn, has paid us over $15,000 for consulting, one-on-one business consulting, and I'm going to teach you guys the 3-step secret formula inside of this masterclass. All right, do we have a deal? Promise you guys, last deal, do we have a deal? And are we ready to dive right into the sauce? I want to see yeses in the chat one more time, and let's go ahead and get things going. Make sure we take out a pen and paper, take a lot of notes today, all right? We need a lot of notes. You're going to learn a lot of really good information. Let's take a lot of notes. Awesome. We got a lot of yeses in the chat. Perfect. We got a lot of yeses in the chat. Okay. Guys, step 1. First, before we start a funding business, we got to know what credit stacking even is. Okay. This is startup funding. This is startup capital for business owners or people who are looking to become entrepreneurs. Okay. Pretty much what credit stacking is very, very simple. We apply for 0% interest business credit cards to help startup businesses start or scale their business. All right. It's no docs. What does no docs mean? You don't need any financial documentation to start to get access to the funding. It's no doc funding. Okay. Now, you might ask, how is 0% interest? Guys, you can literally go on the bank's website. Most institutions, if not every major bank, offers 0% introductory credit cards. That is their way to earn your business. That is a way to reel you in so you can be their client. So we go after 0% interest business credit cards. All right. Business credit cards don't affect your personal credit. Business limits are 3 to 5 times higher than your personal credit. We restack every 6 months as inquiries age. This is the fastest way to access funding as a startup. Okay. We personal guarantee the business credit, which is another very important tip that I'm going to go into here in a second. And like I said, 0% interest introductory period. Most banks offer this as a promo. All right. So now let's dive into this real quick. All right. People might ask, okay, well, most business owners, they think that their business has to be generating revenue to get access to funding. Guys, that is true for most products that banks offer when it comes to business loans, business lines of credit, which are a little bit different from business credit cards. They might ask for bank statements. They might ask for pay stubs. They might ask for tax returns. But guess what? With 0% interest business credit cards, it's stated income. It's projected income. What do you think your business is going to make? So it's not, there's no proof of income required. It's no doc funding. It's all stated and projected. Okay. So we go after 0% interest business credit cards. You don't need business credit. You don't need to have an aged LLC. You just need to have a properly structured out personal credit profile. That's all you need. Properly structured out personal credit profile. And it's not just about your score. It's about your credit profile. So if we have a properly structured out personal credit profile, we can personal guarantee the business credit. What does personal guarantee mean? Personal guarantee, okay, make sure you guys screenshot this, take notes on this, very good information. What does personal guarantee mean? Personal guarantee pretty much means is you're going to be co-signing on the behalf of your business. Why? Okay. You have you're not showing any financial documentation to get access to this funding. Also, your business is brand new. Most institutions don't believe that your business could stand on its own yet. So they need somebody to co-sign on the behalf of the business to be liable for any unpaid debt. And that is what a personal guarantee is. But guess what? The person that's co-signing must have a properly built out credit profile and a good relationship with the bank. And we want to make sure we learn how to build a relationship with the bank. And you guys will learn here today. All right. So that's what a personal guarantee is. It works with a brand new LLC. You don't need any business credit. You just need a properly built out personal credit profile. All right. It's very important that we learn these qualifications when we help our clients get funded. All right. The bonus is also, guys, you can also keep 0% interest credit cards literally forever if you learn the balance transfer hack. All you got to do is, since business credit cards, you know how when you have a personal credit card, if you use the whole entire limit on a personal credit card, your credit score tanks, right? On the business side, avoid these 3 banks. Avoid TD Bank, write these down. TD Bank, Capital One, and Discover. Avoid those 3 banks, because what they'll do is when you get a business credit card with them, if you use the business credit card, it affects your personal credit utilization as well. So we don't use and we don't bank with those banks. We don't get business products with them. But all the other banks, if we get business credit cards with them, we can use the whole entire thing because they understand that businesses need a lot more money to operate. So they don't give you a negative effect on your personal credit for maxing out that business credit card. All right. That's very, very, Very important. Okay. So what we can do is, let's say we have a 0% interest business credit card, $20,000 card. We max out the limit, doesn't affect our personal credit. We can go to a different bank, personal guarantee another 0% interest business credit card. We can balance transfer the money onto the credit card that's running out the 0% interest after we have them for 9 months, 10 months, 11 months, right? The 0% interest is only for 12 to 18 months, depending on the card. We balance transfer that money from the card that we just got. That's also a 0% interest card. And we get another 0% interest for another 12 to 18 months. There's multiple different ways to balance transfer the card. Okay. There's also liquidation companies out there for people, for your clients that wanted to get into real estate and they need cash. We can get 0% interest business credit cards. There's liquidation companies out there where you can literally pay an invoice and they will wire you over the money. So there's no cash advance fees or anything like that. And they can go ahead and put down on a home, FHA loan, whatever they want to do when it comes to fix and flip, real estate, etc. All right. Now, also, if you guys have any questions on that, we'll be answering all Q&A questions at the end. Guys, step 2. Here's what we do. Once we learn the information, we learn the qualifications, we learn how we learn how personal credit works, we learn how business credit works, we learn how to get access to business credit. Guess what? What's the next thing that we do? We start our own business funding company because now we have information that the average person doesn't. And we monetize that information and we start making money selling that information and building the relationships with the banks that I'm about to explain to you guys here in a second. Okay. When we start our business funding company, guys, it takes $0 to start your own funding business, literally $0. That's all you do. Okay. You go into the bank and you meet a rep and you tell them you want to speak with the VP. Okay. Most of the time the VPs are not directly in the bank, but you can go into the bank and ask for a card. Hey, can I speak to one of the VPs? If they're not there, they will give you the card. You reach out to them via email. Guys, at the end, if you guys decide to work with my team and I, at the end, we give you all of those relationships. But you walk into the bank, you ask for a VP, they introduce you to the VP, and you tell them that you have a ton of clients that you want to refer over to them. All right. All you do, how do you find it? So that's step 1. You want to build those relationships. If you guys decide to work with us today, later on, at the end, I'll give you guys that option. Completely up to you. You guys will have access to pretty much every VP out there. All right. Second step, we get clients. As I explained earlier, guys, we're not selling knee braces. We're selling funding. How do we get clients? Okay. Social media content. Referrals is a huge one. That's how we built our whole entire business early on. We partnered with real estate companies, people that were in real estate. We partnered with people that had car dealerships, right? All of these people are consistently pulling people's credit. All of these people are consistently working with people that need funding, okay? Whether it's for a real estate project, whether it's for to put a payment down on a car, whatever it might be, right? We partnered with a ton of people. And when you help somebody get access to funding, you become pretty much like the go-to person that everybody goes to when they need money. And business owners hang out with business owners. So when you fund one business owner, guess what? They're going to refer their friend. Their friend's like, hey, how did you get access to 50,000? How did you get access to 100,000? They're going to refer their friend. All right. And also when we're, so content, referrals, affiliates. Okay. You build the affiliate network. You can also run social media ads. When we started cracking those $500,000 months, we ran social media ads in your network, guys. First client that we literally got was in Andre's phone. Called a couple of people who wants funding. Plenty of business owners, very easy to sell money. I bet you right now, if you guys texted 10 people in your phone who wants funding, you'll get at least 5 people to say yes. And out of those 5 people, if they don't qualify for funding based off the data points, because you don't want to just send these VPs and these BRMs any clients, right? If somebody has a 500 credit score, you don't want to send them over to them, right? You want to qualify them. You want to pull their report. You want to learn the data points, and you want to qualify the client before you send them. You don't want to waste people's time, okay? Once you pull their report, you see that they qualify. Guess what? Now we can connect the dots. But if they don't qualify, you get them through the credit repair process. You'll charge them for credit repair anywhere from $500 to $1,500. You'll charge them for credit repair, and then their credit will get fixed. Once their credit is fixed, now they're ready for funding. Once they're ready for funding, then you help them get funding. You connect the dots with the VP and yourself. You can literally do that while still working a job. At the end of this training, like I said, guys, if you guys decide to work with us today, you guys will get an automated credit repair business built for you. It's completely hands-off for you, and your clients will get their credit fixed and get ready for funding. But that's all you do. You connect the dots. So you can do this while working a job. You don't have to quit your job until you start making enough money, until your business picks up. All right? Don't have to quit by any means. Just connect the dots. It's not very time. It doesn't take much of your time. There's not much of sales involved. Everybody wants money. They're already sold. They're coming to you to get access to money, and you're not charging them anything up front for money until they get funded. So we want to make sure we put a strategic contract in place with all of these clients because we don't want them just to not pay us at the end. All right? And step number 3.
To touch on that real quick, just working a job and still being able to run this business. When I partnered up with Nick, I was literally working for Grant Cardone and like literally on my breaks or in between like closing sales for Grant Cardone, I was literally bringing in clients for Nick and I's business while working my 9 to 5. So it's definitely something that's doable. As I was making money, I was making more money working with Nick than working with Grant Cardone. So I was like, yeah, like I'm out of here. And then, yeah. So I didn't just quit as I was making money with Nick. I made sure that, I had a good foundation. I knew this was a real vehicle that can consistently make me money. And then I made that jump.
Absolutely. So, guys, like I said, check their credit. If their credit qualifies, you learn the qualification. You can literally even ask the VP, guys, hey, what's your credit qualifications before I send you over a client? They're going to be like 700 credit score, these accounts on there, and you will learn all of that based off of what they tell you. And then you just connect the dots. You put them in an email thread, you connect the dots, they get them funded, and then you take a 10% fee. All right. The banker will literally tell you, hey, your client got approved for an X amount. Awesome. Once the client gets approved, you take a 10% fee. So if a client gets approved for $50,000 in funding, guys, we credit card stack. So we have all of these relationships. A client might get $10,000 from Truist Bank. He might get $25,000 from Citizens Bank. He might get $50,000 from Chase. Now, all three combined, okay, all three combined might be, I don't know, $75,000, $80,000 in funding. So now you take a 10% fee on the back end from the total amount funded. Now you make $8,000 off that one client if they got funded 80,000. Okay, if a client gets funded 100,000, you make $10,000 off of one client. All you got to do is get one client a month to get access to $100,000 in funding, and you make $10,000. And it's not that hard to get access to $100,000 in funding. And they don't need any financial documentation. They just need a qualified credit score. It's not like funding where I need this tax return, I need this bank statement, I need this pay stub. Like, no, qualified credit, connect the dot, get paid, no risk on you. You can do it while working a job. You just open up an email thread. You just have the relationship and you know the qualifications, and you can even prep the client with the qualifications prior to connecting the dots, and then you take a 10% fee on the back end. If they don't qualify for funding, you charge them $500 to $1,500 for credit repair. And guess what? They pay you that, you fix their credit, and then you get them funded. Now that client paid you twice. And if you want to get to the next level, so that's more than enough information to get to $10,000 to $20,000 a month. One or two clients should be more than enough to get to $10,000 to $20,000 a month. All right. Plus, you'll get 3 or 4 credit repair deals. There's plenty of people out there with bad credit. You can partner up, like I said, with real estate agents. If people can't get somebody approved for a home, that means they have bad credit. Guess what they're going to do? I just had somebody recently, right before this masterclass, somebody sent me over a credit repair client. And that happens all the time. My phone's always ringing about that. Okay. Very easy. They just make a thread. They make a message thread. They throw their client in there. They're like, hey, this client needs credit repair. You get on the phone with them. They pay you $500 to $1,500. And you can literally have 10, 20, 30 credit repair clients a month very easily just off of having affiliates and people that know that you do credit repair. Okay. Guys, like I said, the math, client gets funded 50,000, you make $5,000 off of that one client. They get funded 100,000, you make $10,000 off of that one client. Guys, I've made over $25,000 off of one client alone. Just literally 1 or 2 clients a month equals $10,000 to $20,000 a month. And you can do this on the side until you decide to go full time. I get it. Like I said, I know people have responsibilities. You don't have to dive headfirst into this. Let's get a proof of concept and then make that full transition. Okay. Step number 3, we scale our funding business, guys. $10,000 to $20,000 is what we're aiming for to start. But at the end of it all, for those of you that are looking to get to the next level, guys, it costs $0 to start. Very easy to get clients, like I just explained. But the capital you unlock, because you can now get yourself funded. Guess what? If you learn the qualifications, you can get yourself funded too. So the capital that you unlock lets you believe, not only does it let you believe in the product more, but you can also now scale it with the funding that you currently have. Okay. Guys, you're not partnered with the bank. Okay. You're not partnered with the bank. And with the same knowledge, you yourself can unlock real marketing spend and grow faster. Guess what? You don't have to fund your business to grow your business, but if you decide to put some money behind your business, just like any other business out there, you will grow faster. You can fund marketing, you can fund social media ads, and we teach you all of that as well. Okay. What you need is the reason why we were able to touch the numbers that we touched is because we built out a predictable client acquisition system using Facebook ads to grow our business rapidly. Okay. But you do that when you're ready to reinvest back into your business. You don't have to start there. We started with just willpower, hustle, and a drive, and started making calls, started dialing, posting on social media, and that got us plenty of clients. We got to about $70,000 a month before we spent a single dollar on our business. Okay. So
And,
you can be
and
able to do the same thing.
to touch on that, when building out something super predictable, like just knowing your numbers. So when we were first starting out, just getting everything organic, from my Instagram page. Nick literally looked at me because he's like the visionary of the company. He's like, yo, we're never gonna make $1 million a month just calling these people in these coffee shops, chasing people around to try to get them to sign up. We need people who are actually qualified customers for us that we can have predictable to be able to scale to that $1 million months, hire a sales team, etc. So as soon as we turned on paid traffic, that's kind of like when things really took off at a fast pace because we knew if our cost per lead was, I don't know, $50, if we spend $500 a day, we'll get 10 opportunities, and then it's just a numbers game. So that's what he means by having that predictable client acquisition is just knowing your numbers.
Absolutely. And that is, guys, you don't start there. That is ready when you're ready to reinvest back into your business, and we can help you with that as well. All right. Guys, if this business model seems super simple, like I said, you're just very simple. You're connecting the dots, building the relationship, looking at the credit profile, make sure they meet the qualifications, connecting dots. If this business model seems super simple, guys, type yes in the chat. Okay. If it's very simple, if it seems very simple, type yes in the chat. Guys, this isn't manufacturing. This isn't any crazy, we're not doing anything crazy here, guys. Very, very simple. Connect A to B, help them get funded, and you take a fee. Very simple. Very simple process. It's not a 100-step process, and you can make a lot of money doing it. So it is very, very cool. And you're on top of that, the coolest part of it all is you're able to help people that are looking to get into business. All right. So that's very cool. You should see the smile on these people's faces when they get access to 50,000, 100,000 because they didn't know how. They weren't knowledgeable about the information. You help them get access to funding. Now they can start their business, they can fund their dreams, and they can get to the next level. So that's very, very amazing. All right. I see a lot of yes in the chat, so I'm excited about that. All right, guys. But for those of you that have this objection in your head where it's like, oh, but I never ran a business before. Guys, that objection is exactly backwards. All right. Most of my students start while working a 9 to 5. All right. Most of my students use this business model as a side hustle till they are ready to scale. Okay. But guys, like I said, if you decided to work with my team, they help you step by step throughout the whole entire process. All right. This is another client of mine. Guys, this client literally made $30,000 in a month part-time online while still working 50 hours a week with his job. Okay, within 90 days, we scaled him to $30,000 a month. So his third month, he made $30,000 in a month. He's probably not going to be working his 9 to 5 for too long, right? Came to me, was working a job, was related to my story, wanted to work with me, scaled him to over $30,000 in a month with the same exact model that you guys are learning here today. All right. If you're finally starting to see how this actually works, you're starting and you understand that your starting point doesn't disqualify you, type IC in the chat. I want to see a lot of your ICs in the chat if you're finally starting to see how this actually works and your starting point doesn't disqualify you. I want to see a lot of ICs in the chat, please. Let me get a lot of ICs. Awesome. 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 Got a lot of ICs. Perfect. Perfect. Let's move on. Okay. Guys, 3 strategies on how to sign your first 5 clients right after this training. Okay. I'm going to give it to you guys here today. All right. Let's make you money while you build your credit. All right. So while we help you build your credit, let's start making you money too. Guys, what did I tell you guys in the beginning? It's not about just getting access to the money. We teach you how to sell the money. All right. That is where the money is created. All right. Just getting access to borrowed money isn't going to change anything. All right. We want to make sure we learn how to sell the money. So now we can start getting profitable. All right. Guys, your first clients are already in your phone. No ads required. Like I said, this is how we got our first few clients. Your first 3 to 5 clients come from people who already know and trust you. Completely free. Partnerships, what we spoke about. Partner with brokers. They will become your affiliate partners and you break them off 10 to 20% for every single deal that they sent over to you. Right before this masterclass, a real estate agent that we're partnered with threw us in a group chat. Client decided to pay us $1,000 for credit repair. We broke the real estate agent 20%, $200 out of that 1,000. They kept 200. They're happy. Guess what they're going to do? Send us more clients. We do good business. We help them get results. Guess what? Not only is the client going to send us their friends, but also the real estate agent is going to send us more people as well. And things compound and things grow. Okay. And the referral loop. Every funded client knows 3 or more people who need capital, who need money. The business literally compounds itself. All right. Literally every client knows 3 or more people who need money. All right. Real client wins. This was a client of ours that we were really happy with. You'll be able to do the same exact thing with your business. All right. This client literally came from a referral. Okay. He was a came from an affiliate. He was a referral from an affiliate. We helped this client fix his credit, secure over $100,000 in funding at 0% interest for 12 months to start his valet trash business. And they are now top 5 in Dallas now, guys. As you guys can see right there, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, over a 225-point increase across the board for each bureau. Got access to over 100,000. And now he's a top 5 business in Dallas. And you guys will be able to help people do the same exact thing for their business. All right. Another client, we took a client up from 250 points, okay? Literally from my network. This wasn't from ads. This wasn't from social media. I want to show you guys what's possible without having to spend a dollar. We got so many clients online while spending for marketing, but we've gotten all the clients that I showed you so far were completely free. Affiliates, referrals, posting on social media, very, very easy to get people who want money, okay? It's a real client, fixed his credit, built this credit, got him funded, and was a great client of ours, all right? Clients that paid us over $50,000 to learn from me and learn from us, from the both of us, and later went on to make hundreds of thousands of dollars online. Guys, this is the business that you are learning and building here today. This, as you guys can see, this is a funny picture of me, but this was a wire from a client, Echo North, that is his LLC name, over $50,000 that they wired over to us, okay? Let's check in real quick. All right, let's check in. Do all these results mean you can do this too? Probably not, okay? If you left this training, all right? But if you stayed, you're learning the necessary information to succeed. Can you picture yourself using these new strategies to make money from home? Answer these in your head, scream it out to the computer, whatever you got to do. Can you picture yourself using these new strategies to make money from home? Do you now realize the massive advantage that you have over 99.999% of the population right now that aren't on this training? And it is crystal clear that right now, at this exact moment, is the perfect time to capitalize on this opportunity while it's early so you can finally have the breakthrough and create financial freedom / wealth for your family, right? Scream it out to the computer, whatever you got to do. I'm going to go a little bit fast, so try to keep up with me, all right? Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I want you guys to pay attention here. Here's the thing. I'm more than confident that I give you all the information that you need here today for you to fly away on your own. Right? This is all it took for me. At the end of the day, I had half of the information that you guys have here today. All it took for me was a little bit of information, and I went away and I flew away on my own, and everything, my whole life changed. All right? So I'm more than confident that I give you guys all the information that you need here today to fly away on your own. But no matter how good of a coach I am, how good of a listener, an action taker that you are, I simply do not have enough time tonight to share everything that you need to know to make sure that you are successful. All right? 99% of people after watching a training like this instantly fall back into the same habits that have always held them back. All right? I will not let that happen to you today. We're not going to do that, guys. You guys made a commitment to me early on that we're going to take massive action and we're going to implement all the information that we learned here today. So we will not let that happen to us today. We're going to take the information that we're learning, implement it, take massive action, and make a lot of money doing it. All right? Now, there's one important difference between you and everybody else that you've seen on the screen, all the people that you've seen that started making a ton of money with their funding businesses. There's one important difference between you and everybody else. All right? They had a secret shortcut. All right? You don't need to be a genius to follow a GPS to get to your destination. Everybody here has used the GPS before and they did not get lost. You don't need to be a genius to follow a GPS. I'd be asking myself, how can I get my hands on the same unfair advantage that all of these people that you guys just seen had? What if there was a secret inner circle, a small group of online wealth experts responsible for helping thousands make money online? And what if you could plug directly into the same system that they use? Guys, if you guys can get the same exact system that successful people get, and you plug yourself into the same system, guess what's going to happen to you? Voila, you're going to become one of them, especially if you're an action taker. All right? If you have the information and you have the resources and you decide to take action, you will get the same results as everybody else. Would you like to know how you can get access to the same exact blueprint? Comment yes in the chat if you want to know how you can get access to the same exact blueprint that all of the people that you guys seen previously used. Guys, I want to see a lot of yeses in the chat. A lot of yeses in the chat if you guys want to know how you can get access to the same exact blueprint that all of these amazing people that you guys seen on the screen earlier used. Okay, more yeses. I want to see more yeses in the chat. We're going to take action today, guys. We're going to take massive action today, and we're going to implement all the information that we're learning. That's what we're going to do. Very, very important. I described earlier on too, guys. We're going to walk by faith and not by sight today. That's what business ownership is. We got to walk by faith and not by sight. Too many people walk by sight and they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel and they stop from moving forward. You can't stop from moving forward. You have to walk by faith. Sometimes there is no light at the end of the tunnel until you get to a certain point. Okay? Guys, in the last hour, you learned the banker's blueprint, what credit stacking is, the funding company model, the best business to start in 2026 and how to start it. The first 5 client engine was the third thing that you learned, and how to get paying clients without ads or an audience. All right. You guys also learned a little bit about Facebook ads and what it does and how powerful it is, which is how we got to the numbers that we got to later on down the road. You don't start there. Answer the next 6 questions in the chat, guys. I'm gonna ask you guys 6 questions very, very fast. Answer them in the chat if you guys can keep up with me. If not, scream it out to the computer. Say yes to the computer. Whatever you got to do. Answer the next 6 questions. Ready? Say. Let's get it. Guys, do you want $50,000 to $100,000 in 0% interest funding? Okay. Do you want a business that you can run from home? Do you want clients without paying for marketing or ads, free clients? Are you ready to become financially free? Scream it out to the computer, guys. Are you ready to become financially free? Do you want a team in your corner every single week with weekly live calls? Multiple weekly live calls from 7-figure earners, okay? Are you done waiting for someday? Are you done? That's a question that you really have to ask yourself internally. Are you done waiting for someday? Too many people wait for someday when the opportunity gets created, and a lot of people slip and let it slip right through their hands. Can't let that happen today. Guys, option 1, you guys have 2 options here today. Okay, as I told you guys early on when this training first started, you guys have 2 options here today. Option number 1, you can leave and do absolutely nothing after this masterclass. That is what you don't want to do. Okay, here's the secret I want to tell you guys. All right, you guys probably don't want to do that. You don't want to leave and do nothing. This is true. One of the most famous quotes out there from Albert Einstein. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It doesn't work like that. Okay. If you want different, you have to do different. Very, very important. You want different, you have to do different. If you do the same, you're going to get the same. You want different, you have to do different. Guys, option number 2, you can join the family. Option number 1, you can leave and do nothing here today. Or option number 2, you can go ahead and join the family. Get the same results that everybody else before you has gotten. Okay? 2 options that you have. If you want different, you must do different. Question, okay? When you're presented with a better and an easier way, do you keep doing what you've been doing, or do you change your approach? Question, all right? If you want different, like I said, you have to do different. You can't get different results doing the same thing that you've been doing for months, for years. You don't want to look back a year from now and be in the same exact position that you're in because you didn't decide to do different today. All right? We show you the exact path that it takes, guys. I invite you to allow me to let me and my team be your mentors inside of the Bankers Academy, the #1 business funding program in the world. The Bankers Academy, guys, this is where you take your first step to financial freedom. You're not joining a course. You're not joining any of that. You are joining a family. Okay, you're joining a mastermind. You're joining a family. I want to present to you guys the Bankers Academy, okay? What you get, this is everything that you get the moment that you join. The $50,000 to $250,000 funding stack blueprint, the 24-hour inquiry removal method, the 800 Club credit optimization playbook, the client vault where you can connect, fund, and scale together. Guys, that's super valuable to be around like-minded individuals that are on the same mission as you. Okay, the first step to making money is getting closer to the money, getting closer to where everybody is making money. A lot of you guys aren't around people that are making a lot of money, and that is not a good thing. Every month that you decide to work with us, you also get weekly live coaching calls, multiple live coaching calls a week, a private community with over 30 plus university videos that you will get inside of there as well, aside from all the live trainings that you're going to get from 7-figure earners, from Andre, myself, et cetera, and other 7-figure earners as well. Monthly bank briefs of exactly what's working right now, okay? You also get your own personal 7-figure agent. This is not a chat bot. This is a real person assigned to you. Okay, most of you guys are going to be paired with Andre himself, 7-figure earner, my business partner. Okay, they meet you exactly where you are at in your journey. I understand everybody's in a different position in their journey. Okay, they help you fix, build, and fund. So if you need your own credit fixed, we help you do that as well. We can help you build your credit, help you get access to funding, and also start your funding business as well and scale it for those of you that are already business owners or have credit repair businesses currently. Okay, this is step-by-step for you and your clients. Okay. Then we help you start and scale your own funding business, and we help you hit your first $10,000 to $20,000 a month and beyond. Okay, so once you guys hit that 10 to $20,000 a month, guess what? Now it's time to put a client acquisition system in place to be able to grow to the next level with paid traffic, marketing, etc. And we help you with all of that. And like I said, everything that we're teaching you, we have done before ourselves. All right, guys, world-class agents are not free, so definitely does cost us a lot of money to be able to get them to help you guys. All right. What would your life be like if you had the best agents on the planet helping you every step of the way? Or better yet, what would your life be like if you had seven-figure earners like Andre, Forbes feature, helping you every step of the way? All right, which you guys are going to be paired up with him for everybody that's here today. Okay. Imagine you can get any question answered in minutes from seven-figure earners. There's probably not too much that they don't know. And if there is something that they don't know, we also have mentors on top of us that we can always get the answers. And they have mentors on top of them, but we can always get the answers to anything that you need answered. As soon as you join today, my team does this for you. Completely automated credit repair for those of you that need your credit fixed. My team helps you build a 100% automated credit repair business as well. Okay, so not only are you getting credit repair for yourself, but also we teach you and show you how to automate your whole entire credit business. So if you have a credit repair client, guess what? You're not even doing any of the work. It is completely automated, and you make money on an automated basis. You get a client, you're not doing any of the work. That is why you don't even have to quit your job while doing it. It's completely 100% automated. Okay. Secret hack. You also get the secret hack for big payouts. We're going to introduce you guys to all of our banking relationships for high limit approvals for our clients, for your clients instantly. Okay. These are the same exact banking relationships that we use, that we built relationships with over the years, that you guys are going to have direct access to for any of your clients. We guarantee that these BRMs and these VPs that we work with, we develop those relationships, they can go ahead and push those high limit approvals so you have huge payouts. So that's going to be also automated. So we're going to teach you how to automate the credit repair business, and we're going to teach you guys how to automate the funding business and give you all the relationships. So now all you have to do is sell funding, which is the easiest thing in the world because money is very easy to sell. Who doesn't want money? I don't want to keep reiterating myself, but guys, like I said, we're not selling knee braces. We are selling money. You have one business. It is fully automated, very easy to sell the service. You connect the dots and you get paid. How much easier can that get? You don't have to be Albert Einstein to be able to operate this business. And you get weekly coaching, multiple calls a week, live for any Q&As you have. And you have 30 plus university videos. It doesn't get better than that, guys. Okay. Here's everything that you're getting. The 800 Club credit optimization playbook, the $50,000 to $250,000 funding stack blueprint, the $10,000 to $20,000 a month and beyond funding company system, the 24-hour inquiry removal method, weekly coaching calls, community, bank brief, Vault with 30 plus academy/university videos, your personal funding agent one-on-one, automated credit repair and funding business, where all we're doing is finding the clients, connecting the dots, getting paid, whether they qualify or not. We have something for every single client. And on top of that, guess what? Once we start making $10,000 to $20,000 a month, we don't have to keep finding our own clients. We're going to build a client acquisition system so we can run ads and get consistent clients coming through the door, whether we go out there and find clients ourselves or not. But we suggest everybody to build an affiliate network early on because that pays off in the long run. So we want to make sure we're maximizing the amount of money that we're making. And it's also very easy to do. Okay. Now the value here is already off the charts, guys. Okay. This same information has made me multiple seven figures online at 23 years old. And people have paid me over $50,000 as I showed you earlier for this information. All right. This amazing results-driven program was created to help everyone. Let's be honest, guys, literally one funding client earns you an average of $3 to $5K, gets funded $30,000 in funding. You make $3,000 off of that one client. One credit repair deal can make you $997 or sometimes $1,497. One client gets $50,000 in funding. You make $5K off of that one client, and it's automated. All you're doing is connecting the dots on top of still being able to work your job. Guys, you can't beat an automated credit repair business that complements your funding business, guys. You guys can't beat that. Plus the funding business will be automated. Plus the relationships will be given to you. You don't even have to go out there and find your own relationships. Guys, this same model has made me over $500,000 in a month at 23 years old. After dropping out of college, I was Ubering for 12 to 14 hours a day. Prior to that, okay, like I said, guys, I'm not smarter than you. I don't have more advantages than you. You can easily make $10,000 to $20,000 a month minimum with the same system. And on top of that, you have direct guidance from myself and Andre, two seven-figure earners in the same exact industry, where we, on top of us, have guidance as well from people that have done even bigger numbers than us. So you have all of those resources. You have the help. You have the weekly, multiple live calls a week. and you have all these resources to be able to grow. I promise you guys, I can easily make $10,000 to $20,000 a month doing this online. Okay. But wait, there's more. All right. That we don't just stop there. There's way more that you're getting. Okay. Bonuses. I want to make sure we give bonuses too, guys. All right. You get a client vault with an 8-week program built inside the academy. You get the Amex 100K Mastermind. You can literally get up to $100,000 with Amex with no financial documentation. You're going to learn that as well. And also, since you're getting an automated funding business, what does that tell you? Since we're going to give you all of our relationships, not only are we going to teach you hands-on not only are we going to teach you all of the qualifications, but also our lenders and our people that can help you process your clients' applications and the people that we're going to train up for your business are already going to know the qualifications. So guess what? You don't even have to know too much to start. You can start making money literally tomorrow and learn the business model as you grow. So you get the Amex 100K Mastermind as a bonus. You get the Navy Federal 100K Mastermind as well. You can do the same thing with Navy Federal. You get the Paid Ads Mastery. So when you're ready to grow your business to past a certain point, you also get the Paid Ads Mastery where you get to learn that as well. You get the 100K plus LLC structure for your clients. We want to make sure we structure our clients' LLCs properly, business phone number, business email, business website, professional address. We want to show these banks that we mean business when we walk in. We're a business, right? So we want to make sure that we show them that we mean business. We don't want to just have a house address on there. We're not professional. We don't want to just have we want to have a 1-800 number. We want to have a support at email, right? We want to show professionalism when we're going in there and asking for money. We want to build that relationship with the bank if we don't already have one. Okay. So we want to make sure we show and teach all of our clients this before we send them in for funding. All right. On top of that, you get 10 plus credit repair dispute letters. All right. So you're going to have all the letters and you're going to have an automated credit repair business with somebody handling all your clients' disputes. So you're going to be super hands off with that. It's going to make your life 10 times easier. And on top of that, which is the craziest bonus of them all, we decided to give this away here. All of our banking relationship for high limit approvals for your clients, where you can get huge, big payouts. Okay. And also as a bonus, you're going to learn how to travel hack the same way I was traveling the world for completely free with credit card points. So if you decide to fund yourself, we'll teach you how to move credit card points around smart and travel for free, leveraging credit card points, especially when you start running ads, you unlock a ton of credit card points. I mean, I had over $1 million, a million points. I'm sorry. I had over 1 million points that I was able to cash in for free travel, hotels, cars. I don't never pay for travel. It's completely free. All right. All the bonuses are included here today. Okay. These are our clients that funded. Okay. It's very cool. Client wins, big payouts. Okay. Some of our client wins. Awesome. Clients got funded 50,000, another 50,000 Destiny and the funding advisors, 75,000. Clients credit went up massively, 320 point increase across the board, which is really, really cool. Client wins, big payouts, 30,000, 25,000, 44.8. This is 3 approvals in one day. Guess how much that was made that day? Let's say 70K, 7,000 plus 50K plus 5,000, 75K plus another 7,500. Do the math. Okay. I've uploaded over tons of videos breaking down the funding business model. The same calls people pay me $5,000 a month for. You're also getting the entire Bankers Academy curriculum inside of the university. Imagine having us in your back pocket. Guys, no waiting for coaching calls, no delays, no confusion, just instant answers without paying $5,000 a month. Okay. We strongly believe that you will love this program so much that we are willing to put our money where our mouth is. Guys, you can try the Bankers Academy risk-free, use the playbooks, show up to all the coaching calls, let my team help you start your credit repair and funding business, get access to all the bonuses, etc., everything that was discussed earlier on. If in 30 days you believe that this is not for you, email us and we will refund you 100% of your money. Okay? Not only will we initiate a full refund, but we also pay you $100 on top of the full refund. That's how confident we are that you will love this program. All right? This puts the risk 100% on me and not on you, 100% on the company, because we believe that a lot of companies like to offer people stuff and they like to put all the risk on the consumer, on the client. We like to make it very fair. A risk is 100% us, completely off of your shoulders, right? Which makes it a lot easier for somebody to make that decision, because I get it. I've been there before. When you're first starting off, it's a risk. It's kind of an uncomfortable feeling, guys. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Okay. It's a very uncomfortable feeling early on. So you want to make sure, not even you want to make sure, but I can relate to that. We can relate to that. I know how it felt when I invested into my first mentorship. Such a scary feeling. So, at the time, the risk was on me when I did it. So I want to make sure I make everybody feel comfortable and put the risk 100% on us and make it as comfortable of a feeling as possible. All right. Guys, for those of you that are thinking, like, I'm not sure if I have the time, etc., guys, the client who did $15,000 in his first month, he kept his 9 to 5 literally the whole time. Okay. The system runs on a few focused hours a week. It's not an all-day thing. You're connecting the dots. Plus, we're helping you automate it. Guys, doing nothing also takes time, a whole year of it, okay, with nothing to show for it. It's a lot of you, unfortunately, that are probably in the same position today that you were a year ago. Okay, and some of you after this masterclass are probably going to be in the same position next year that you're in that you're in today. Okay, and we're here. We got to grow, even if you were already making millions and millions of dollars. God, you guys all still have to keep growing. All right. If you're not growing, you're dying. That's one of my coaches back in the day when I played football taught me that, guys. If you're not growing, you're dying. All right. So you want to make sure you're always growing and always getting better, guys. And weekly coaching calls means you never get stuck for long. Okay. We teach you how to automate the whole entire system. So, guys, with the weekly coaching calls with 7-figure earners, I mean, how long can you be stuck for? All right. You're getting direct answers to anything that you need. On top of that, you have a chat box and you have a personal agent answering all of your guys' questions. All right. What if it's too late? What if this doesn't work for me? I know some of you guys are thinking that in your head, guys. We're still early in the early window. Almost no one teaches the funding company side yet. The system is built for people starting from zero, just like how I did. Okay, so the people that are just now starting off, working a 9 to 5 job, have some money saved up, looking to get to the next level. The system is built exactly for somebody like that. We like to serve the people who we once were a couple years ago. So we want to pour into those people here today. So I'm super grateful to be able to do that. My team does the hardest part, guiding you step by step and helping you build and automate your credit and funding business. Also giving you the banking relationships, guys. That is huge. Nobody gave me any of these tools when I started. Okay, I figured all of this out on myself, built those relationships. It took me a lot longer than it's going to take you to make probably a lot more money than I ever did. Okay, and I'm going to be rooting for you guys and helping you guys every step of the way. You just watch real people do it. People that decided to start their own funding businesses, making 6 figures a year now, that also most of them have now quit their jobs. Okay, this is why you need to decide today. Guys, bank underwriting tightens up every single quarter. The sooner that you start, the easier the approvals are. Okay. It's only a matter of time till a lot of people start funding businesses and it becomes saturated, just like how those other models that I described earlier. If you didn't get into Bitcoin early, it's probably too late now. Okay. Or you got to have a lot of money to be able to do it now. Okay. So we have to get in early and start today. Guys, Chase Bank period. You can literally look this up, public information. JP Morgan, they dedicated over $80 billion in lending. Okay, it's one of their programs. It should be written somewhere. It's called the American Dream Initiative, over $80 billion in lending. Okay, they dedicated that to lend out to business owners and startup businesses that are looking to get to the next level. That is a huge opportunity for us. Not only is AI coming into play where people are going to have to become business owners, but also Chase is dedicating money to business owners. Guess what we can do? Connect the dots, get bigger approvals, get bigger payouts, make a lot more money. Guys, everything that happens in this world is an opportunity that is created for business owners. We have to take full advantage and we have to move fast. All right. One more time. Here's the whole deal. All the playbooks, yours to keep forever. The full Bankers Academy community, like-minded individuals are also included in that. Weekly live coaching and your own personal agent guiding you every step of the way. Automated credit repair business, plus a funding business with all of our banking relationships that you can use, that we use to this day. You also have a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like the program, we will give you back a full refund. Okay, this one decision will create the foundation of you changing your financial life forever. Guys, it only takes one decision. It only takes one risk, one decision. I've done the same exact thing. Okay. Ubering, dropped out of college, didn't know my next move, made that one decision, got into the mentorship, learned the information. My life changed forever at 23 years old. Guys, it only takes one decision that will create the foundation of you changing your whole entire financial life forever and your families. All right. Plus, all the bonuses you will receive for absolutely free. All the bonuses you will get for absolutely free, guys. Here's exactly what to do now. Guys, in the comment section, okay, there's going to be an opportunity for you to book a call with my team. You guys will be able to speak with my team, see if this is even a good fit for you. I'm not here to hard sell you guys or anything like that by any means. My job here today was to give you guys information, bring you guys awareness of what's coming, what's possible, what's been done. Okay, more information than I have ever received. I never got the help that you guys will receive if you guys do decide to join our program. It is going to be completely up to you. But my job here today was to give you guys and pour into you guys more than enough information so you guys can take it and run with it. So there's going to be a link inside the chat. Stefan, if you don't mind dropping the type form inside of the chat. And it is inside the chat, guys. You guys can apply there. Click the link in the comment section to book a call with me and my team. Okay, so make sure you do that. Completely free. You guys get to speak with my team, see if this is even a good decision for you, see if you're a good fit, see if you're not, ask any questions that you guys have on a more personal level. The link is right there in the comment section. I want everybody to click that link. Go ahead and apply. Speak with my team. You guys will also be able to speak with Andre directly as well. So make sure that you click that link and go ahead and apply. Also, after you apply, go in the Facebook group that was also presented to you when you guys first applied for the training, the masterclass, and send in the Facebook group how much you learned inside of the live masterclass today, guys. I want you guys to send a text message of how much you learned inside of the masterclass today. All right, guys, let's take your questions. Drop your questions in the chat. Click the link in the chat now and book your call to see if this is even a good fit for you. Like I said, guys, I'm not here to hard sell you guys by any means or anything like that. It is completely, up to you guys if you guys decided to do and move on and move forward with working with us more on a more direct level and helping us, allowing us to help you guys get to the next level. Completely up to you. Or I'm hoping that you guys got more than enough information today to be able to fly away on your own and get to the next level. So that was my goal and foundation today, to be able to deliver and pour into you guys. So that was my goal today. But if you guys decide to work with us, you guys have that opportunity there as well. Okay, so click the link in the chat now and book your call to see if this is even a good fit for you. And also don't forget to send a comment in the Facebook chat once you are in. Please send a comment in the Facebook chat to notify the group how enjoyable this masterclass and how informative this masterclass was here today. Okay, the Q&A is now open.
So Ella is in here. Ella, you sent that to the host and the panelists, so you might just have to resend that to everyone. You just got to click who you're sending that to. But we have like one or two people in here who are already in the Bankers Academy. So showing some love. So definitely good to be on the winning team. I saw Bruce. He booked his call. So Bruce, I'll be connecting with you. Can't wait to chat. And then yeah. Y'all book that call and let's run it up.
As we got 35 people in here. So everybody that is in here, definitely book a call. And I would definitely book a call and just get even more information if I was looking for more information, see if this is a good fit for me, see if this is something that I would like to pursue, see if there's any other information that I might need. Yes, that is exactly how you can speak to somebody. Absolutely. Yep, scheduling a call. You guys schedule a call. That is how you can speak with somebody directly, get more information, see if this is a good fit, and everything like that. Now, the pricing depends exactly on what structure you're looking to get in terms of everything that we talked about. So all of that will be reviewed on the call as well, depending on exactly what you're looking for. So once you book a call, you'll be able to speak with one of our advisors and get all of that information too. Yep, you will find all of that out depending on exactly what you're looking for. Absolutely. So depending on exactly what you're looking for everything that was covered today, you will be able to go ahead and find out the pricing on that. So Tony
Now,
booked awesome.
there is a few questions on there, right, Nick? So they should be as truthful as possible.
Yes, absolutely. On the form, guys, please be as truthful as possible. So I would really appreciate that if you guys are as truthful as possible. I'm not here to waste anybody's time. And yep, absolutely. So Tony just booked. Where can we find the Facebook group? Also, Stefan, if you don't mind dropping the Facebook group link in the chat as well, please, so they can go ahead and join and click the Facebook group. If you're not already in there, I'll go ahead and accept you guys right now. We have close to 1,000 members in there. I'll accept you, and you guys can write a comment. So Stefan, if you don't mind pinning the book a call link and also dropping the Facebook link. There we go. The Facebook link is right there, Tony. Guys, only comment in the Facebook after you book, please. So I'm able to see everybody that's booked. Guys, shout out Tony that booked. Shout out Kyrie. Shout out Seth. Shout out Bruce that booked. Let's get some bookings, guys. Everybody that booked to be able to get more information. I'm super excited. We're super excited to give you guys more information and everything that was covered here today. And yeah, you guys will be able to see if you're a good fit. I got a call from you. Yeah, absolutely. Trey, did you book? Let me see. Do you see Trey booked, Andre, or no? I don't see Trey. I don't see you yet. We don't see you if you booked request now. Okay, Tony, let me go ahead and accept you, brother. 1 second.
Trey, did you click the link? Got to make sure you click the link.
Awesome. Tony, got you in there, brother. Got you in there. Trey said, yes, I applied. Andre, let me know if you see his booking. Guys, everybody else, we got 32 people in here. If you guys have any questions before booking, that's more than fine. We're willing to answer anybody's questions that you guys might have right here live. And then when you guys speak directly with a rep, which is most likely going to be Andre. Andre, let's take care of everybody that was here today. And typically, guys, we send people to our executives, but I've seen a couple of people ask if they can, if they did. Andre, I hope I get a call from you. I would appreciate it. So, Andre, maybe you can be the one calling everybody. I know you usually don't do the calling. Andre does a lot of the teaching, guys, inside of the program. So we kind of delegated that process. But what we'll do here today is you guys will be able to speak directly with Andre to go over everything. Somebody else said, "Yeah, I want to call from Andre." Okay, Andre, you got that?
Yeah, I got y'all. Zoom user, who are you though? Ah, Bruce. Okay, okay. Got you, Bruce. Um, Only person that I didn't see is Trey Diggs. Trey, if you did book, I just apply again, Trey. I didn't see you in there, so um make sure you click that link and apply while you're on here. You got it, Tony. Nobody. All right, so Trey, make sure you apply. If anybody else, Stefan, drop the link one more time for these people so that they can click the link again. Um, so while you guys are still applying and whatever the case may be, let's open it up for question and answers because you guys did just spend the last hour and a half with us. So about the specific business model, um, what questions do you guys have? And shout out to Ella. I'm very excited to be a part of this amazing team. I was nervous at the beginning, but Andre called me and made me feel a lot better about it. So I joined in and I can say I don't regret it. Shout out to Ella. That's our girl. We locked in. So let's run it up.
Absolutely. Guys, it doesn't get better than that when you have your family members in here pretty much vouching for you. So that's amazing. But yeah, guys, 29 people in here still. You guys, all you guys got to do is click the link, get more information. Also, you guys will have that as well. What's the best vacation that I took? Tokyo, bro. Tokyo was too cool. Way too cool. If you know, I hope you guys all get the opportunity to go to Tokyo, but also with this business model, you guys will be able to. But one of the coolest vacations was Tokyo, bro. Like you can't beat Tokyo. It was just a whole different world. You know what I mean? That was my first time being on that side of the world in Asia, and like, bro, it doesn't get better than that. It's so different from, the US or anywhere close to the US. I just enjoyed it so much because it was different, and I never had that experience before. So it was like really, really cool. You know what I mean? So that was really cool. And then Andre also got to propose to his now wife. So that was a really cool experience to be a part of that. We got some questions. Any questions? What we got here, guys? Andre, what do you got for them?
Shawali, I've been doing Uber as well the last 2 to 3 years. So Nick's story made it stand out. I hope this changes everything. Absolutely. It 100% will change everything. Being able to fix your credit, unlock some capital, and even turn this into a business model for yourself. Obviously, like we always say, make sure you're applying everything that we're saying. But yeah, join the
And
winning team, Kushawali,
did
and
you
we'll run it up.
did you fill out the form, Perez? I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, so I'm just gonna go by Perez. Did you fill out the form? See, we got 26 people in here, guys. Everybody should fill out the form. Yep, Trey. Do we see Trey? Andre, do you see Trey or no? Let me see, Andre. Check if you see
I don't
Trey.
I don't see Trey. Don't see
Okay,
Trey. If
it closed
anything,
out.
Trey, send me your number and make sure you don't send it to everyone. You can just send it to the host and panelists, and I'll give you a call. But you keep on. can just shoot me a message. Anybody have any questions about the actual information that we went over, or your specific situation that you're dealing with, or anything in regards to that?
Yeah, this is your guys' time. So whatever you guys need from us, we're here to serve you guys for the next couple of minutes. Any questions you have on your particular situation, any questions that you have about um, building your business, growing your business, anything that you guys need, the floor is yours. This is your guys' time. You guys just spent a lot of time with us, and now it's time for us to spend time with you guys and answer any questions that you guys have. So any questions that you guys have, we're here waiting for you guys to drop them in the comment section. If you guys want to come up to the floor, you guys can do that as well. Stefan, if anybody requests to speak, we can go ahead and invite them up and then they can ask any questions. You guys don't need to be shy. I know sometimes when you guys go to events, masterminds, master classes, etc., sometimes people are a little bit shy to speak in front of the room. Guys, don't be this. This is a safe place. You guys can all speak. So, because Facebook ads, what other advertising is it? Okay. So Facebook ads is a good way to promote to a cold traffic, to a cold audience. So that's a good way to do it when it comes to scaling your business. We don't need to start with Facebook ads unless you already have a budget to be able to invest into your business. But we didn't start with Facebook ads. And I also understand a lot of people starting off, that's just not um, the best route to go for everybody. But Facebook ads is a good way to grow your business fast. You know what I mean? So that's really, really cool.
What other advertising? I mean, there's SEL, Google, that you can utilize as well, YouTube ads, TikTok ads. Um, what else is out there? I mean, shoot, you can get a billboard if you want to. I mean, our business was on the Times Square, so we had some buzz from that. So there's literally unlimited amount of advertising that you can do. What we saw that worked for us though was the meta ads that worked. We found our ideal client on there, so we just hit the ground running with that. Thanks for joining, Ella. See you soon. See you in.
Ella, shout out to Ella. We appreciate you. My only concern, transparently speaking, is just hoping I have sufficient funds. No problem. Did Perez send you his number or no?
Perez traded.
Perez, you can go ahead and send your number too to the panelist, because unless you probably already filled out the form though. Y'all cool, man. Y'all doing your thing. Motivating for sure, fellas.
Appreciate that, Seth. Hope
Seth,
to
I
get
appreciate you,
more.
brother. Seth, how did you find us, if you don't mind me asking? Did you just find me on my IG, or do you see an ad, or what was it? We appreciate you coming out, Seth. You paid us with your time today, so we appreciate that, bro. That doesn't go unappreciated, because you decided to attend today, and I hope, we poured into you and answered some doubts, or, any information that hopefully maybe changed your mind on something or anything like that. That's what today was all about. And Perez also sent his number. And also let me see, we got 23 people in here still, guys. So 23 people in here still. I'm gonna start calling out some names. April, Benjamin, BK, Sydney, CH, Dylan, John, Judith, Kevin, Marva, Melissa, Miss Angela, Jose, Ricardo, Sabrina. We got Seth, my boy, Slimito. Not sure who that is, but who else we got? And we got Zoom user. I think that was Bruce. And we got Trey Diggs. I don't know where you guys are at. If you guys have any questions, you guys will get a few more minutes to be able to get any questions answered that you guys might have. And then we've been on here probably for an hour and a half to 2 hours now. So the biggest thing was making sure everybody's questions are answered. If you guys have anything for us, yeah, Instagram, I had recently hashtag things about credit and stuff, and your ad popped up right on time. Okay, got it. Makes sense. Yeah, bro, Facebook ads. Facebook ads, the same thing happens literally for your business. You see us doing it. So you came from exactly what we're preaching. So when you're running Facebook ads, you start to acquire clients or get people interested in your services or whatever you're offering, especially if you're pouring into people and you have a good service that helps people. You can do the same thing. Run ads, get very strategic, get direct help from our marketing team to be able to do the same. And for those of you that don't have a service or a business, you guys can start a funding company, credit repair company, automate it, get the relationships, get the teams plugged in, get the handheld guidance, and scale up a business and make money online doing it. Same model from people that have done it. It doesn't get better than that. Learning from people that have done it, it's literally or are currently doing it too at a pretty high level. It doesn't get better than that. That's like direct, that's like a direct blueprint. It's a direct GPS. That's how we got to the point that we're at because we pay people to show us the way. And that goes a long way. If you pay somebody to show you the way that's doing it better than you, they clearly know more than you. They're going to teach you something, even if it's just something small. Like sometimes I paid for mentorships that I didn't learn the most in the world. Early on, you learn a lot though. So it's like going to the gym. Like if you've never been to the gym before, and this is your first time going to the gym, and you stay consistent for like the first 3 months, you have massive gains, right? Like you're gonna get, especially if you're consistent and you're doing the right workouts, like you're gonna get really strong really fast. And then once you've been in the gym for like 3 years consistently, like your gains start to slow down a little bit because your muscle starts to get maximized. So now I'm at a point where it's like, okay, if I do pay for a mastermind, if I do pay $15,000 for a mastermind, $15,000 for a mentorship, I'm more so paying for the relationships and any questions that might come up day to day, right? Like I'm not paying to learn a blueprint anymore. I know the blueprint. I know how it works. Everybody has the same model when it comes to like scaling online. Obviously not for this particular offer, but in terms of like day-to-day questions, like yeah, like I need somebody that's done it already. It just saves me time, it saves me money, and I move fast. That's the thing. Like business owners move quick, right? So it's like they see an opportunity and they strike. And it's not like that's what I see like from when I was starting it off. When I was first starting off, like all my thought process was negative. Like, what if this doesn't work? What if this? What if this is that? Because it's not about what if it does work? Right? You only got to win once. If you lose, it's not a big deal. You probably already lost in the past before. It didn't end your life, right? It didn't end your life. It didn't have any major negative effect. We've lost plenty of times. Guys, there's been like I want to be very transparent and truthful with everybody here because at the end of the day, I want to be very relatable because I've been in the same shoes that you guys are at. And it's like it's not nothing where it's like, oh, I was better than you my whole life or anything like that, guys. I've been there. Like I said, the best coaches are people who have been in your shoes and who have made the most out of that particular situation. I've been at ground zero. Me and Andre, I mean, you can ask Andre, very transparent, guys. We've lost $100,000 overnight before, overnight, because we wanted to start trading and stuff like that on the side, and we decided to do that, and we lost 100,000 overnight. And guess what? At the time, we were still kind of new in business, and that stung, but it wasn't the end of the world. We survived, right? And guess what? We put our head down and kept working. It's not the end of the world, guys. It only takes one win. Then we won once, and we won huge. Guys, it takes one win to really get to the next level. All right. And you got to stack the days. And that's what I mean by walking by faith and not by sight. Because to get to those big wins, you're gonna have those days where it's like work gets put in, no results. Work gets put in, no results. Next day, next day, next day. And you're stacking days. And days are compounding and days are growing. Okay. Days are growing massively. And you're not getting any results yet. And all of a sudden, one day, it's like a stock, right? It's like floating. Then it's like, okay, negative, bad day, good day, bad day, it's flowing. And all of a sudden you just go right to the sky, go right to the moon. That's what happens. That's what business is. It's walking by faith and not by sight. Understanding that all entrepreneurship is still moving forward when you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Most people quit. Most people give up. They don't see the vision. They don't see the light and they just stop and they go back to what they're used to. And if you want different, you have to do different. All right? That's huge. I'm not just saying that to make that go over your guys' head. If you want different, you have to do fucking different. Okay, and excuse my language. I'm just very passionate about this. But if you want different, you must do different. You have to, like, if you're pouring water into a cup and you keep missing the cup, you got to move the cup around a little bit. Okay, you can't keep pouring and it keeps missing the cup. Move the cup forward, move the cup back, do something. And when you have the right guidance, the guidance would be like, hey, bro, move it forward. That's what you get from a mentorship. Move it forward. You move it forward. Now the water gets poured in the cup right. Now you get the results that you want. All right? That's huge. So if you want different, you have to do different. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results, guys. It doesn't work like that. All right? And also, like, if you want to play, if you want to play big, you gotta be ready to invest in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. And believing in yourself And believing in yourself is all personal development. It's all understanding self-belief. It's all understanding that there is no fear. Fear is fake. You walk by faith, you don't walk by sight. Okay? Fear is fake. It's the devil's game. We don't play the devil's game. We walk by faith. With light at the end of the tunnel or not. Because at the end of the day, if you keep stacking days and you keep moving forward enough, there will be that light. Okay? There will be that light. Most just don't get to see it early on. And most stop before they ever see it. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward with the right guidance. It makes it 10 times more easier, especially early on. That's when you need the most help. You don't need that much help once you get to a certain level because you can figure a lot of shit out on your own. You have resources. Yes, you still need questions answered here and there, but you still want to keep reinvesting in yourself because that's what got you there. You don't just get to the NFL and stop working out. Dude, you've been working out your whole life. That's what got you there. Training. You don't just stop training. You still want to always keep reinvesting and keep growing. But especially early on, like you need as much training and handheld guidance and coaching as you could possibly afford and get. Because you'll never get to the NFL without that. You'll never get to the NBA without that. But yeah, guys, I just went on a rant because I'm very passionate about this and I love helping you guys. But in y'all personal opinions, what's the top 3 businesses to start in 2026, guys? The top 3 businesses to start in 2022. It's really just about, I mean, everybody wants to say AI, but also when AI is good. Funding company is huge. Like truly, I'm not even just saying that because we're in this industry. Like I'm in this industry and I'm seeing it firsthand. Way more business owners are being created. Chase has this huge promo, which sees a bright future in it, but you always want to go in a business that has an uptrend, not a business that's going to go out of business soon, right? Like a content, like somebody that edits videos. Like pretty soon we're gonna have AI editing videos. Like that business is probably gonna go out. Those freelancers are probably gonna be done. They got to switch something else. So it's like you always want to go into a business that's gonna have a growth pattern, but I would say it just kind of depends. It's like there is no all businesses work, especially if you see somebody else doing a good job of it, like they know something. So they'll all work. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's like top 3 businesses. Like they all work as long as you know how to make money in that industry, as long as you build those relationships in that industry, as long as you start to learn the system. Like there's money in everything, bro. Just certain models are more scalable than others, but every business can grow if you position it right. But certain systems are more scalable than others. Like you're not, and also you have to lean on your strengths. You have to understand what you're good at. What are you knowledgeable about? Right? Funding is just a very easy model to grow. But if I'm like, that's what I would say. So I don't want to tell you like this is the best, but the funding company worked for us and you're getting direct help
I
from
mean,
that guy.
when you look at it like this, like we talk about, like, dang, HVAC is a great business. It's never going out of style. Landscaping, stuff like that. Those businesses are great, but like the margins don't even compare to like a digital online business that we can make money literally anywhere in the world. So it just depends on like what you're going for. If you want to make a lot of money, like, I mean, I truly do think this business model is number one. Like we've talked about when we made, these big months and made a lot of money, like, all right, what should we transition to? But we just find that it's just better to scale this. Like when we were starting this, I'm like, yo, we should go put our money in real estate. Yo, we should go put our money here, diversify. But it's like we're not going to get the returns that we do on our ad spend in this business model going and putting it somewhere else. So, there's a bunch of different good businesses, but like for the profit margins, the flexibility, and all that good jazz, I definitely think the funding business is number one. The rest of them, I don't know. We talked about HVAC. We talked about starting a AI business. We talked about starting a bunch of different things, but we just always stuck it out with this.
Yeah, at the end of the day, guys, selling money is never going to go out of style. That's the truth. In order for that to happen, the world's got to end. Money's always going to have to get sold. And there's so many different avenues that you can diversify in when it comes to selling money. You can start off with business credit cards because it's more easier for startups. But guys, we've done everything now. SBA loans, business lines of credit, MCA loans, anything. At that point, you can just grow, but you want to start with a foundation of what you get known for. That's your niche, startup capital, startup businesses. And then you grow and then you diversify and you start to go different avenues and different niches and then you grow massively. That's how it starts, guys. All right. So money's never going to go out of style. Credit's always going to be a thing unless the banks go out of system. And if credit's not a thing anymore, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, money is always going to be sold. People will always need access to money. I don't care how much AI you implement. People always are going to need access to money because that's how the world runs. So I don't see that going anywhere anytime. I tell you what, if there's any business model that I know won't go out of style, it's selling money. That's the one thing that won't go out of style. Out of anything that can go out of style, money will always be needed. And guess what? We are providing the money. Us. Inside of this call today, all of us. We will provide the money for people. And guess what that's going to allow us to do? Provide value. And when we're providing value, guess what happens in return? When you create value, that is a way of creating money back to you. So you create value into the world and you attract the money. Okay, and that is what it's done. That's how it works. So you always got, if you're not making money, you always got to ask yourself, how am I creating value? What am I missing? All right.
Let me see. Is there any last minute questions? I got the steak waiting for me, but I do want to answer any questions that you guys got. Um, but yeah, it's not too many questions about credit and funding or specifics today. You guys are a little quiet, but if you do have any last minute questions, be sure to let us know before we hop off of here. Stefan, we definitely need a theme song for the Bankers Academy for that outro.
New Drake album has been the number one for us recently.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you everybody for attending the masterclass today. I hope we poured into you guys. I hope you guys took a lot of good information out of this. For those of you that booked, we look forward to speaking with you guys. For those of you that didn't, we wish you guys the best of luck to fly away with the best information that you guys received here today. I think we gave you guys more than enough to be able to take in a short amount of time spent together. We wish we can spend more hours with you guys and more days with you guys, but unfortunately, time is not on our side when it comes to that. But I hope we gave you guys more than enough to be able to fly away on your own. So we appreciate you guys coming out. We appreciate your time. Sydney, shout out to you. I'll be able to talk on Friday. Awesome. Did Sydney book a call or no? I'm sure she did. If she filled out the form, you definitely booked. Okay, you haven't booked yet. Okay, let me see. If you can book now or send Andre over your number, that would be great because I don't think our booking system allows you to book more than 2 days out or 3 days out. But if you want to send over your number, don't send it to everybody, obviously, but send it in the host and panelist section. So this way, Andre can shoot you a text, and then you guys can go from there.
Wait, this Friday or next Friday?
Not sure.
This Friday or next Friday, Sydney? Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. So Cindy, shoot your number over to Andre real quick if you don't mind. I'm not sure how long Stefan is keeping up the booking the booking link. 'Cause sometimes when we end the master class, the booking link also goes away as well. We have reactivate it.
Alrighty, I got it. I got it. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Sydney. Anything else? Sydney, that was a last minute buzzer beater. Like you really waited until we were about to say bye to lock in, but you made it in time. I'll give you a call tomorrow. If there's any more Sydneys out there, you got a few more seconds. I missed the information on the Zoom. All good, Sydney.
So no, that was Angel. So Angel, what we'll do is we'll send you a replay video where you can go ahead and rewatch it. Stefan, what he's gonna do, Stefan is one of our hosts on the back end right now. He's recording the whole entire thing, so you'll be able to receive that replay from Andre. If you don't mind writing down Miss Angela's name down, and then let's send over a replay webinar over to her, or Stefan, if you can write it down. We'll get that over. We'll get that sent over to you. 100%, we got you. We'll get
Wait,
that
what
sent.
am I doing?
No, Stefan probably handled it.
All right.
Stefan, did you get that?
Yep, we got that.
Okay, cool. So Stefan will send you over a replay webinar where you'll be able to watch. It is kind of long though, so you can probably speed it up, or if you want to sit there and watch the whole thing, you can do that as well. And then you can also book a call after you're done watching it. I'm sure Stefan will link the book a call link right on the replay. So book a call if you're interested, and then we'll roll like that. Anybody else? Any last minute questions? Any last minute questions from anybody else before we end this thing off tonight? Like I said, guys, we appreciate you guys coming out. Appreciate you guys sticking around. And we appreciate you guys paying us here with your time. The least we can do is give everybody the opportunity to be able to speak directly with Andre for any additional questions that you guys might have. So we appreciate you guys here today. But other than that, I think we're good to go.
See y'all.
Bye, guys.